Hey guys, hope you guys had a good day today. So I wasn't able to make a video last night, but the Bulls once again they were able to come out and fight pretty strongly today. So I think the most important thing to note from today was that I was looking for the 20 EMA and the 200 EMA here to be a potential resistance area, but the Bulls just straight gapped over top of it and just left a pretty massive about $3 gap here. And then you can see we just pushed all day. Honestly, from 8 a.m. this morning until market close, all but 2 hours was spent in extreme bull momentum. So the Bulls were clearly in charge. So you can see here we have a trend line that is at 430.75 that we will be coming into tomorrow. Now that's the first potential rejection area. So Apple just reported earnings. It's down a little bit right now. Overall, it looks like they missed on some of their China sales. So Apple is a little bit of a wild card, but what market is really going to care about tomorrow is the unemployment rate. So we're going to get the unemployment rate in the morning at 8:30. If the rate goes from 3.8%, which was what it was previously, up to 3.9 or 4%, I think we actually get a fifth green day, and we're going to target probably this 436 area. If the UE goes down to 3.7 or especially 3.6%, I think we're going to see the double top and we're going to see the big rejection back down to the 200 EMA. Now, I still overall remain relatively bullish, but there is still a scenario where we could end up lower. But the scenario I'm seeing play out here is kind of an October of 2022 scenario where everybody thought it was going to keep going lower, but market rallies. And at this point, until after tomorrow's UE rate, there's really nothing big for 2 weeks until we get CPI. And I think market is going to anticipate a good CPI and will try to rally into that. So again, that first target is 430.84, and then we have another trend line right here. That's at 433.39, and then we have our double supply at 436.04 to 436.43. That really is my bigger upside target. As you can see, since September 21st, we have traded below that trend line. And if you kind of go back here, you can see this has been a major pivot line, especially since we took it back in June. So if we can close over that line, I feel pretty strongly about further upside into end of year. If we get up here and we reject and come back lower, then we might actually come back down to this 410 area. But again, overall, I find myself pretty bullish here. Now, looking at futures here, same thing. You can see we just had this massive bounce. We broke through the 820, 200, and now we're just under the 50 EMA. Overnight resistance is 43.39. Through that, and we start looking at the black bear trend line at 4,400, and then really it's 4,410 supply that I have my eye on from there. Going over to the Qs, same thing. We had a pretty massive gap up over the 100 and the 50 EMA. We had a little bit of a sell-off, but then we popped up here. So from here, realistically, my target is 371.22, which is that supply. And again, that's that kind of pivot trend line you can see we have fought over quite often here. Going over to NQ, same thing. We are basically sitting just over the 50 EMA. From here, we could see a double top back down, but again, if UE is good, then I'm targeting 15,412. So you can see it's a little bit different here on NQ. So we kind of have our pivot line closer to 14,832. But there is another clear resistance right here at 15,412. If we happen to get another resistance right here, then I would be looking to come back down here. One big thing to keep an eye on, though, is the VIX. As you can see, we broke for our 2.5 month long bear bull channel here on the VIX, and this has just been straight dropping. So at this point, since we are below 16.06 demand, my next target is 14.25 and 14.83 supply, which would certainly open up the opportunity for further upside on the market. Overall, for me right now, I tend to remain bullish. until proven otherwise. And that otherwise would be a VIX back over its AEMA and likely SPY and Qs back under its AEMA.